Mark, you never hit the broadcast button, so now I'm kind of hyper conscious of it. All right, photo share discussion number 89, the Go Broncos edition. I got my orange. Hang on, Broncos are playing the Indianapolis Colts for the right to beat New England next week in the AFC Championship game for all you NFL fans. So, welcome everybody. Got Frank after a short recess from the proceedings for the last month or so. I know you get really busy around the holidays, so glad to have you back.
Yeah, thanks. Good to be here.
Yeah, good. And we got Raj starting his Monday off with us in New Delhi. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank
and
you.
Simi from the beautiful coast of Connecticut, or thereabouts. So, welcome.
Yeah. Hello.
Good. I don't know if anybody else is going to join us. Maybe Patrick might join, and maybe Wes. I don't know. But we'll kind of get started here. I know we got a few images. I know Raj submitted a few. Did you do any this week, Simi? I don't think so.
I snuck some in.
You snuck some in? Okay. Yeah, I've just literally opened up Flickr for the first time in 5 days, 2 minutes ago. So I haven't seen much, but. Well, good. So anything, before we get into that, anything photographically happened to any of you guys over the week? Anything?
Nikon launched D5500, first camera with touchscreen, first Nikon DSLR with touchscreen. That's the thing. We'll have to see. It's just the preview available.
Oh,
so no
okay.
reviews are available yet. So
is that going to be it's going to be a crop sensor, right?
It is. It is a crop sensor. It's like second from the bottom in the Nikon lineup. The bottom one is like 3000 series, 31, 32, and that. 5000 is the second, but very good sensor and all. Quality-wise, it's a good camera.
Okay, so they're going to try to appeal to people that are maybe wanting to get away from their touch phone, from their smartphones, and get into the DSLR world, I guess. I mean, that's probably.
It was much, Canon has it forever. Like they've had it like for 2-3 years now, maybe more than that. So it was pretty much being asked for. I think now even professionals want a touch screen. It's not something like, and so it was much, long anticipated. Finally, we have it. Like Nikon has it. So good step. Late, but better than never.
Yeah. I know. I got my Canon, my T3i. That was right at the point where they were starting to put touchscreens on a lot of the DSLRs. I got mine back in 2011, so I think that was right at the transition point. And I can tell you, I really enjoy the touchscreen on the Olympus, the OMD that I have. It's just very
now
nice.
The Olympus one actually functions a lot more than the DSLR ones. DSLR ones are like crappy and with limited functionality, but mirrorless, they really take it to another level.
Oh yeah, I mean you can do it in the live view mode on the back, and you can everything. I mean, you don't need a viewfinder unless you want one, and I'm kind of I still like for a lot of shots to be able to look through the viewfinder, but it is nice to have that touchscreen capability, and it is a very smooth interface. And I guess it's only gotten better. My camera is the the EM5 or whatever, so it's a couple years old. So the latest releases have probably improved that interface even a little bit more.
One thing that I really care about is the critical focus. If it helps you, like just touch the part you want critical focus on, and then adjust the focus if you're using a manual lens. And I have a lot of manual lenses because of filmmaking work. So that solves your problem immediately. Click on it, just tap it. It zooms in, and then do the critical focus.
Yep. Yeah. And from everything I've seen, I think the Olympus allows you to do that. So I haven't played around with it switching it to manual focus, taking the 17mm lens and flipping it over to manual focus and trying that. But I'm sure it works. So cool. I know. I'll think about it. I heard something a few days ago, and I was about a camera release, and I can't think about it. So if I think about it, I'll.
Canon's mirrorless, maybe.
Oh, maybe that's it. I don't know. Are they actually going to come out with a real mirrorless?
They said they're going to take it much more seriously.
Okay, now that's like really insulting for people who bought M.
Yeah. A
You
real
just
mirrorless.
insulted everybody who bought an M.
Wow.
We're going to come out with a real
A
camera.
real.
Yeah. No offense, Wes. I know he has an M, but
But
Yeah.
they also mentioned that they're going to have a high resolution one, like 50 megapixels, I think.
ooh, okay, that's
So
interesting.
I guess
Oh, yeah.
compete with the 810.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be interesting. I mean, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago. I think that mirrorless it's there. It really is, and it's just a matter of you got to get the Nikon. If Nikon and Canon get on board and come out with something, I mean, I think they could. They're not too far behind yet, but they've got to do something relatively soon, or they're gonna get behind. Too far behind it, they won't be able to catch up. So it'd be nice. I think 2015 needs to be the year where they, where at least one of
Yeah.
them comes out with a.
We say goodbye to optical viewfinders.
Mm-hmm.
No, never.
Yeah,
Never.
that's one of the things well, yeah, I guess it's the electronic viewfinder in the OMD is still very, very good. I really haven't had any issues with it, but
I think Fuji X-T1 has the most advanced electronic viewfinder,
mm-hmm.
like really awesome one.
Yeah, and the new
I
OMD, whichever one that one is, what is it, the M1 or whatever?
EM1, yeah, something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
probably comparable. I mean, they bumped it up, just the resolution and the refresh rate is much higher, so there's almost zero lag now. Whereas I notice a little bit of lag in mine, but for the type of stuff I shoot, it's not really that big a deal. But if you're shooting sports or something like that, I mean, you would want almost instantaneous or almost zero lag, I think. So.
All the
think a lot of
autofocusing
us-
systems on those cameras aren't fast enough to do sports on a regular basis, anyways.
No, but they're getting close. They're starting to put phase detect spots on the chip directly. So like the was it the Fuji X-T1, the Olympus OM1 or whatever? Those have they're getting close. They're still not as fast as a pro level DSLR as far as focus, but they're getting close, and it's because they're putting specific phase detect sensors right on the imaging chip. So kind of interesting.
Actually, even I'm facing this autofocus problem with my large format digital cameras, 8x10.
Yeah.
So even I'm trying to fix it,
You need to just raise a little bit more money in the Kickstarter project to get another research scientist in there, another optics engineer for you. I know you're going to release that large format digital like next week, right?
No, next week would be a little too late. I was thinking like Monday or Tuesday somewhere.
Okay, all right, okay. I'll put in my order.
Who knows? Yeah.
Large
You
format.
can pre-order. You can pre-order it like today.
Okay.
I'll give you my pay.
Yeah. Just send the money to the PayPal.
Yeah. Don't worry about the camera, okay?
Yeah.
You'll not get it, but don't worry about it.
Just don't worry, be happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. It's not going to be that far off though. I mean, probably in the next 10 or 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think a large, maybe even less than 10 years, a large format digital, like a 4x5 or something like that, I think would.
No, I don't think it will go beyond 2-3 years. The moment these sensors become like cheaper, I mean, it's just a matter of time that they can put it in a body which will have like sensible value. The moment it happens, there is a demand. Landscape people would love to buy it immediately. They wouldn't care.
Yeah. They just got to reach a halfway reasonable price point, and it doesn't have to be, under $1,000, but it'd probably have to be in that $10,000 to $20,000 range, I would think.
Oh yeah.
And you get a fair amount of early adopters, professional landscape photographers that would do it, and then that would drive demand. And a few years later, then you could buy one for under 10, and and then you get serious amateurs in there. Yeah, that would be that'd be cool, and it'll be here probably, like you said, like you're saying, Raj, probably be here faster than we think, which can only be a good thing.
I think 4x5s would come much sooner. 8x10 might just not come or might come like really late, but 4x5, I'm pretty sure they would not take too long.
Yeah, I mean, because they're already doing. Well, how big is the sensor in the new Pentax, Frank? Is that It's not really. It's not a full. It's actually a little
No,
smaller than a 645, isn't it?
it is. It is. It's technically a crop sensor compared to a 645.
Okay.
But even then, people are comparing its overall resolution to a 4x5 already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need to get to a 4" by 5" sensor to get 4x5" type quality.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess the next step up would be like well, it would be a square format, but you could do like a 6.7. That would be an interesting one. You know, that might be big enough to get the resolution to get of like a 4x5. You know, if you got like a true 6x7 digital sensor, that would be interesting. Yeah. Cool. All right. Hey, Wes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey guys.
I was going to say, Pentax
Hi,
is
Wes.
supposed to get into the full frame market this year.
Oh, yeah, I did see something. They're going to release a DSLR, full frame DSLR.
Mhm.
Well, that
So
makes
that's-
sense. They just basically take the chip that they have in the 645 and reduce it down a little bit. Now you got a full frame sensor.
There you go. Just
I
snap
mean,
it in half.
They reduce it by 80% and you're good to go, or whatever it is. Yeah. So, they got to full frame by going larger than full and then cropping that down even farther. So, yeah, that's cool. Well, it is. I mean, there's so much changing and costs are coming down and there's so many choices. It's just fantastic. It really is. Good time to be a photographer.
I think Sony's coming out with the Mark III next week.
The Mark
Really?
III?
A7 Mark III.
Didn't they just come out with the Mark II like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the Mark III going to have if it comes out? What's it going to be different about it?
Only kidding. Just
You know,
just
I
at the
wouldn't-
rate that they come out with these cameras, it's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt a Mark III being out within the year. You know, the A7's really only been out a little over a year,
Mhm.
and they came out with the Mark II basically a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most brands are at the 12 to 18 month cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. So I figure in maybe 36 months, like 3 years, if I adopt the OMD as my main camera for now, in 36 months, the cost for a full frame will drop down quite a bit.
Mhm.
You know, maybe the full frame mirrorless might be $1,000 to $1,500, you know, or $800 to $1,000 instead of $1,500 now, or whatever it is.
You might hear something else from Sony. I mean, the A6000, a lot of people were getting those for steals during Christmas with 2 lenses for
Mhm.
way under $800 for at some places, which was
Yeah. There was a couple like 12-hour sales. If you caught it in time, you were able to find something for less. And
Mark, you were working on E-mount lenses, right?
I was
Yeah.
for me my own personal like Kickstarter project you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. E-mount lenses. I'm going to come
Yeah,
out with a 1200 millimeter E-mount.
Okay.
I'm going to go big. Go big or go home is my motto. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be like it'll be able
Would it
to
be like 1.4 or something?
Yeah. 1200 1.4 and it'll weigh less than 2 pounds.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. So just keep your eye up. You post your PayPal address, Raj. I'll post mine, and you guys can do some pre-orders, and we'll be good.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. And then we wake up. So. All right. Let's jump into the images here, and we can discuss whether any of these were taken with a full frame mirrorless. Maybe Raj's large format.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll start here. See if everybody can see that one now. I hope. Yeah. Good. So this is the last one from last week, I guess. This is the black and white version that Rui posted at the end of the end of the show of the color one, which was where was that? he posted the color one, this one, which his original post was the train tracks in color. And then at the end of the show, he redid it in black and white. And
Yeah.
we were discussing which one we liked better. And I think I like the color a little more just because there is a little bit of color. Because the foreground here it's almost the same in black and white or color, other than a little bit of the gold you get from the sun hitting the rail. But it's nice to have that little bit of orange back there that the color version had. That kind of set things off, and it looked like it was an interesting point for all the lines to kind of merge down there anyway. But it's still nice in black and white. I mean, I guess if all you'd posted is a black and white, would we have said post it in color? I don't know. But color was.
You know, 1 week down the line, I like the black and white slightly better now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still like the color. I think it's maybe just a little bit of the gold here, and it kind of follows down. I mean, they're both nice shots, but given the choice of the two, which one would I pay money for and put on my wall? I'd probably put
None.
the color. Yeah.
I'd go with color.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when it's monochromatic already.
Yeah. But
And you have I think that area right there with its warmth and how it contrasts with the coolness of the rest of the image.
and
It's
that
just an
one-
additional interesting element to the overall
But that's a nice.
composition.
That's a well
All the
composed
warm
image.
gives it some depth.
Yeah, it does add some depth to it, and that's a well composed shot. I mean, he did a very good job of capturing that, and that's one of those things that 99% of people that walk by there would never even think about that. So
What exactly is this? Like a track or something?
yeah, this is like a trolley track or a streetcar track in
From
Lisbon.
yeah.
And how wide is this actually? This is a specific area. It looks like it's only a few inches.
I think it is. I think this is right at the switch.
I think it's intersection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Intersection, like where trams change.
He said he was pretty much laying on the ground to get this, and he used his 50mm lens, so it can't be that wide an area. But
Yeah.
I mean it's probably a foot, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's not too far. It's right at that point where they cross over. So yeah, that's a nice perspective on that.
Very nice.
Nice shot.
I have no idea. I kind of wish the depth of field was just a wee bit deeper.
I think, did he shoot this at 1.8? I think he did. Yeah, at 1.8. So maybe go to like 2.6 or 3.5 or something, and you get just a little more detail in the background, maybe. Or you get a little bit more
And the
time.
foreground as well. I don't know.
Yeah, right in
It's,
here.
it's one of those scenes where you really can't just snap and leave. You have to try for such a variety of different settings, and then come back to your computer later on and figure out which one you like best.
Well, the nice thing about this is near to his house, so he'd be able to get back there and do that and try it at a couple of different areas. But yeah, it's a nice scene and well composed.
It is.
A nice image. Yeah, lots of opportunity with that though. All right, Raj, you posted. You got quite a few here. So what's the story?
Okay. Well, this I have no idea what the name of the flowers. That's why I've written like white flower and blue flower and whatever.
Okay.
Because I really have no clues what they're called. And this was an extremely small flower. I shot it with the 35mm 1.8. It kind of lets you focus. The focus distance is like 1 feet, so you can get like pretty close. And I really liked. I knew like looking at the background that it will give some like really good colors because it had a lot of orange and green that makes like good complementary color.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had an idea, like I can do some post, and obviously I had to like increase the vibration a little because the orange in the background was fine, but the greens were not that dominant. So to balance it, I did increase the saturation of greens specifically,
Okay.
and increase clarity here.
All right. Which brought out
That's
the detail in the flower in the foreground. Yeah.
The feather thing. Decreased the featherness a little and made it slightly sharper.
Yeah. No, it's nice. You've got three here, two blooms and one that's kind of half, and then you've got three in the background here, so there's some nice symmetry that way.
Rule of threes.
Yeah, and you got, and the background is nicely blurred, and I don't think, and the color, it is nice to have that green right behind that white. That.
Oh yeah. I have to say this 35 1.8, it's horrible when it comes to this chromatic aberration. Very bad. Like, I'm sorry, purple fringing I'm talking about, not chromatic aberration.
Okay.
Purple fringing, that's really bad in this lens. You know, I like because this photograph does not have any purple. So what I did was in Lightroom I narrowed it down to 0. Like I made purple 0. Because there's nothing purple. Nothing purple is supposed to be in the photograph. So that's why you don't see any purple. But at 1.8,
purple in here.
Is that the one from Nikon?
That's the Nikon one, the APS-C one.
Yeah. I had that one.
You have it, right?
Yeah. Well, I used to have it. Yeah, so when you shoot it wide open, you get a lot of purple fringing. Yeah.
Yeah, at 1.8, I think at 2 or 2.28 it goes like completely. But I'm kind of greedy. I don't want to lose. Like, it's bokeh. I'm losing on bokeh, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose on bokeh. So.
Yeah. Well, that's one of those things. You know, you get a lens with a fast lens, and you kind of get it because you like to use it fast. And if it's got some image issues wide open, then you can. Luckily for chromatic aberration and fringing, you can. That's pretty easy to get rid of in post. I mean, you know, Lightroom has a pretty good tool, and it's got the eyedropper, you know, where you can pick the purple, and it does a pretty good job. So that's one of the things you can get rid of fairly easily.
Yep.
But,
True.
Yeah, that's a nice image.
Not a big problem. Yeah. Very simple. Like few seconds and you're done.
This looks like a marigold. Nice
it is a marigold.
Nice image.
Yeah. Nice. Same lens, same aperture.
Yeah. Same lens, same aperture. And same park.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's very nice. That's nice. Once again, the orange and the green, great complementary. This leaf here is still mostly in focus. These down here are kind of blurred. This one's kind of all out, but it's far enough away that it doesn't really detract from that.
I miss nice flowers.
Yeah. We got to wait about, what, 3 months?
Maybe,
right?
if we're lucky.
Yeah, 4 months. Well, 3 months for us. We're about a month ahead of you guys. It seems like we start getting blooms in. Well, I'll have stuff popping up in the yard here probably in 4 weeks or so, mid-February. But all our flowers start to come out mid to end of March, first part of April. So, but yeah, this is very nice. Oranges are great.
Yeah, it came out. Okay, here's the thing. The D7000 that I have, it happens to have I don't know whether it has the autofocus issue, or maybe it was one of the first DSLRs which had like such a clean and clear screen that you could actually notice the issue. But it has it. Okay, and so I was kind of worried when I took this photograph because I couldn't see my screen because of the sun. Okay. So I was a little worried, like, did I get it right or not? And if you see that focus is not right in the middle, it's towards the towards the end of the flower, like the last row of the what do you call pellets? What petals, right? So petals are in focus, not the center portion. What do you call that? I don't know.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Stamen.
Yeah. But okay, so and it looks like it's more on the left than the right. Looks like the right's a little. I mean, the left's a little more in focus than the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But had I missed it?
Was maybe the camera just wasn't perfectly parallel with the pedals?
That would be the case. That would be the case. Yeah, because I was probably standing in from like one side, so, and I think I was pretty much like standing from this angle, and probably I overcompensated, so it got focus on the other side. It's slightly more.
And this was handheld. This was not a tripod.
Yeah, 100% handheld.
All right, that's pretty good for handheld then. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's tough. And was the flower moving at all? Is there any kind of breeze or anything? I mean, that's It's just amazing when you're
No.
that close and you're doing that. Any little breeze at all just gets that slight movement, and then you can have it dialed in perfectly, and in a 1/2 of 1 mile an hour puff of air comes through and it moves. And
Yeah,
It's
I
like the
had to
best
open it
shot
up.
among 4-5. Sorry.
I had to open it up in full screen to see it. Yeah, the bottom portion looks more in focus than the top portion.
Oh yeah.
So you were probably at a slight angle.
yeah,
Yeah, I was standing. Yeah, at an angle. So I was
not
trying to be like,
square.
yeah, I was trying to be perfectly vertical to that, but obviously couldn't make it completely.
Yeah,
That's where you need that flippy out screen.
yeah,
No, it doesn't have the flip out screen.
yeah.
You'll have
It's
to make one.
D7000.
Yeah, make one. You can start another
Oh
Kickstarter
yeah,
project.
yeah,
But
yeah.
your large format's gonna have the flip out screen, right?
Yes, my large format would have a flip
Okay,
out screen.
good. That's all I wanted to know.
Definitely.
My life is complete for this evening. I know that it's gonna have.
Yeah.
An aftermarket flip out screen.
Yeah.
You just attach it and plug it in.
Yeah.
This is a nice shot of this rose. I like that it's kind of you've got it kind of from the unsymmetrical angle instead of maybe straight on. It would be more of a. This is kind of nice how it's not.
Yeah. I really liked it. The moment I saw it on Google, I downloaded it and just put the borders and.
Very good. Well, you gave full credit to the original photographer, right? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, his name was somewhere here, so I wanted to cover it, so I put it in a border and all that.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Those white flowers in the background almost seem like it's a rose in the winter time.
Mm-hmm. Like it's like a rose coming up, like with snow or something in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can see the stem that maybe it's attached to here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The bouquet was surprisingly very creamy, which actually I was not expecting. I mean, it pretty much blurred everything, like, except for the flower, nothing is in focus, which I was not actually expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like something else would be visible, and
it's all pretty much totally obliterated.
Yeah.
There's not much there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
Yeah. That's just the angle, the light. I mean, that stuff. And you were probably this is the same lens, so you were less than a foot away from the flower, probably. Yeah.
Yep. What I do is like I get really close. Sorry.
I was going to say the whole flower seems like it's just floating in space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
The only thing I would do is this little leaf down here.
Oh yeah, I did. I had it in mind. Yeah, but then I was like, let the imperfection also be there as a as a part of it. So it will be kind of a reminder next time that even a perfect bouquet can be missed if I don't pay attention. So I kind of let it stay there. I was like, okay, fine. Because frankly, I really like this image a lot. Personally, I think it's one of the best flower images which I've shot in some time, and I've been shooting flowers a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was like, okay, fine, let it be there. And I really debated converting it into black and white or not. And then I finally decided that because there isn't anything else disturbing the image, so let it be in color.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it would look okay in black and white, but I think the color, the red is so vivid, and the contrast between the red and the white in the background, yeah, color is probably the way to go with this.
Yeah.
Very nice. Ooh, I like this. This has got kind of an antique feel to it, almost like sepia tone or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It was I don't know what's the name of the flower, and this was very bright orange, and so much so that it was kind of annoying, not very soothing orange. It was very bright and not so. I didn't like the colors and all that, so I just and this was not the crop, obviously. This was just a crop, and it was much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But I just cropped it so I also missed a little on focus because I actually wanted this insect to be in focus, which kind of missed. You see the insect?
There's a little bug
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I wanted that to be in focus.
And you got most
And
of this in focus here. Yeah.
yes. Yep.
We call that annoying orange Burger King orange here in the States.
Burger King orange or Bronco orange.
Burger.
If you got
Oh yeah, Bronco orange. Yep.
Bronco orange.
Safety
Okay.
cone orange. Yes.
Okay, Bronco. And what's the joke behind it? Am I missing on a joke?
This is very ugly.
Yeah.
The color.
It kind of assaults your eyes. Yeah. It just kind of overwhelms your eyes with orange.
Exactly. That's the orange. That's the orange I was talking about.
Yeah. Now this is a nice treatment of that. I like that, and the crop is nice.
Yeah, I like the tight crop on it.
Yeah, flowers just barely in there on the top and bottom, and actually having it, that little bit of focus, most area of focus being here is fine. Yeah. That little bug, I didn't even notice until you mentioned it, but he's got that little purple or whatever's going on there. It's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Had I converted it into black and white, it would have been like completely invisible. So I wanted to keep the color, but I just wanted to bring it down to such a point that it looks okay. And because of that, the green, the stem, of the flower, that is totally like almost invisible. But yeah, that's the price you pay when you want to get rid of ugly orange.
Yeah, there's just a very slight hint of green there. You can see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice treatment, and it's got that nice antique camera kind of feel to it. Yeah.
Film kind of look, yeah.
I like to clean up some of the debris that's in the petals, but
like spots.
yeah, it reminds me of the work of Maplethorpe.
There you go. That's not a bad comparison. That's very good.
No, hardly, yeah. No, it's a really nice treatment with the black and white.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a good job. And then we got a few here. I don't know. Dionysus Grape. Does anybody know who this person is?
No.
Posted a few images here this week.
Don't know.
Okay. Looks like he's in. Okay, and this is with the LS4000, Nikon LS4000.
He's in London, maybe.
I would think it looks like some old English type of buses. You got double decker here, and you got another Airbus.
There's a mystery tour going on.
Yeah, got a little Beatles thing going on there. Yeah, interesting. Nice. I mean, you gotta love the red in there. A little bit of the green, the gray. I don't know if the saturation maybe is a little. Getting a little bleed over into the tires and whatnot, but that's a nice. Those are nice string of colors there. That's pretty cool.
I think LS400 might be a scanner because in the tags he's got Leica M6 on Ektar 100.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. It is a scanner.
All right.
I searched it and
there's
no camera. It's actually a scanner.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Tim. Welcome.
Hello. I think that's my dad's photo I've just come in on.
Oh, cool. So this is.
Is that your
image,
photographs?
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a Nikon call scan that does it.
Okay. That's nice. Very cool. We're commenting that the colors are like, what kind of camera is that? And then she goes, hey, wait, that's the scanner.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now I like it better, Just the moment I realize it's a like photograph shot on film, I automatically like it more.
No, it's got some great colors. Yeah, Ektar 100.
He took a picture with that bus using the Leica and the digital camera, and apparently there's damage to the front of the bus, and the film shows it, and the digital camera doesn't. And we think that's because the way digital decides its colours, it just decided it's red.
What better do you expect out of those crappy digital cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah, special Leicas. What a piece of junk. Should have bought a Casio.
Yeah, it's cool.
Beautiful colors, man. Really, look at the dynamic range. I mean, wow.
Yeah, the vibrancy of the colors is Very nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. Cool.
You can
So that's
read
your
what's
dad's
written there.
Dionysus grape. I like that.
I'll have to try and get him to join. Oh, I forgot. I forgot the hangout was on. That's why I was late. I would have phoned him up and told him to join.
Oh yeah. Well, please have him join. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was the one on the moon photographing these guys. Got it.
I think he likes to mention the fact that Hasselblad is the only camera to ever been to the moon.
Yes.
Okay, based on conspiracy theory, if we went to the moon.
Oh yes, it's like
Oh, please.
the soundstage in Phoenix or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody shared that video on Facebook, and I actually saw the entire video, and all the conspiracy theory thing, and I was laughing in the half of them, but then they got me, they got me they got me skeptic a little for towards the end. I was like towards the first half I was like really laughing, but towards the last half I was like,
wait a minute,
really? Could it be? Yeah, I was
wait a minute. They got a point there. Wait, it is a conspiracy.
Seriously? Oh, is it? No, I did not reach to a conclusion. I was like, why would NASA lie? Like, NASA is I was like, no, I'm confused, kind of thing. Yeah. When it ended, I was like, maybe like 60-40 kind of thing. So they did a good job, like 0 to 40. That's not bad.
Yeah. So I wonder, does anybody know what the film was in the Hasselblad that they used?
I don't know. Actually, he probably does. It's probably on NASA's website.
Yeah, they'd have to go back and research it. But this is a really cool. I mean, it's fantastic. The reflection is absolutely.
Do you know that NASA says that they taped over the videos which they had shot?
They what? Taped over the videos?
Yeah, they say that the videos that these people had shot on, they taped over it accidentally.
Yeah, I think they were trying to save videotape.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, that person doesn't have a job anymore, or didn't back then.
Going back to film.
That was their point, the conspiracy people, that was their point. Like, how could you tape over? I mean, are you really serious? Like, can you do that? No, you cannot. You don't have any videos and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, leave it.
They left the cameras up because they wanted to save weight.
Yeah. So they left the cameras and just brought the film back?
Yeah, just brought the films back.
Unrolled the...
Oh, yeah, the cameras are still on face the moon.
Huh.
Yeah. If you want a free Hasselblad, just need to pop up there.
Yeah. Might have to have a thorough cleaning, though. But,
So when I go to the moon, I don't need to carry a camera, right? I just need to carry my films in.
And like a can of sprayer to get the dust off, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
And they don't have atmosphere, so no dust over there.
Yeah.
Would there be? Or could there be? There could be, right? I don't know.
All right. Well, so here we go, Simi. So, yeah, there are no flowers blooming in Connecticut this time of year, are there?
Only in greenhouses.
Yeah. This is a very nice shot. It's the red, what's that, the pump house or the house they used to open up the floodgates on the dam, I guess.
Yeah, I've been here before. I have another shot with the straight on where it's going in. This is from a different angle.
Right.
That trail that's the tough trail up the mountainside. There's 2 or 3 different trails up that side of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And it just started to snow, and there was the 2 or 3 days before, and then all of a sudden, last Sunday, the temperature went up to like 50 or 60. So this fog was all over the place. So
cool.
Yeah, it made for a nice shot.
Yeah, and it's nice because you've got the kind of the leading line of the top of the dam, and that just goes right into the trail, which kind of goes up through the woods. So.
And that red station is about the only thing of color in this whole shot. Everything else is dead or covered in white.
Yeah, gray, frozen.
Natural spot color.
Really beautiful photograph.
Yeah. Taken with that new New camera. New full frame.
Which one?
You got a
The
D750.
D750.
Yeah. The 24 to 105. Yep. That's nice.
How do you liking that little guy so far?
I'm loving it so far. I wish I had more days to take off.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend was kind of tough. This weekend I couldn't do anything because we are having some plumbing issues.
Mm.
We're having somehow there's water coming in through the basement every time we either flush the toilet or the wash machine backs out. So the plumber's coming tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Are you on a septic system or just regular?
We're on a septic system.
Huh. I wonder, yeah, looks like maybe the field is, yeah. Yeah, good luck with that. Hopefully it's just a little rerouting of the water somewhere. Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an older
Okay,
house,
cool.
so you never know.
Yeah. 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 Cool. That's a great image.
Yeah, very nice.
Back on the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was. Remember, I got there late before I had a 2 or 3 shots I was working on. So this is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one more out of this site before the sun got too crazy.
Okay. All right. And it's 105F. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. This is color's great back here. Nice clouds. Yeah. What's the shutter on this?
It was freezing that day. There were several people in their cars. One with there was a guy sitting in his car with a giant camera.
Okay.
Taking a picture of the sun.
Okay.
And I was like, "Come on, you got to come out here and suffer with me."
Yeah. Suffer for your art. Come on.
Yes, come suffer for your art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No such luck.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he was getting through his car window, but
Yeah.
Probably nothing like this.
Probably not.
I'm sure he would have an artistic explanation that why he took it through car. You know, whenever he will present it anywhere, he will give an artistic explanation.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is great. You got definitely it's in that blue hour because I mean it's just got that blue tint everywhere. And you probably didn't do much to accentuate or do anything with the blues. They were just pretty much there.
Yep.
See, when you're done with a shot like this, aren't you worried about condensation going from cold to warm back into your car?
No, because the car's not that warm, and the camera gear goes in the trunk anyway until.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of water, you know. It can damage your car.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great thing.
Yeah, I was over the New Year's. I was up in the foothills of the Sierra, and it got down to the low 20s. So I'm not used to that.
Yeah.
Cold for me is like 58.
I'd take that right about now.
Yeah. Yeah. You've had that nice little cold snap there, and we got a little bit of it, but not as bad down here. We got down to I don't know what get down to 10 or 11 degrees the other night, which is for us is pretty cold.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
So it got down to 25 here, so.
That's cold for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cold for anybody, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's another take on that same general area.
Well, I love this one.
Yeah.
I just took a vertical just of the path itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got a much more contrast there. Is it same time? I mean, pretty much the exact same time, right? Yeah.
The same time. I just moved over slightly, took a vertical.
Okay. So the white is in the other image. The trees were. Yeah. Look at that.
I like the processing. It has like slight blueness to this one, which I kind of goes along with the entire photograph very well.
This is much colder feel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was cool, but having that little
Warmer.
orange in there, yeah.
So just a different take on the same place.
Completely different images too. I mean, really. I mean, different feeling, the whole thing, just by kind of turning like 90 degrees and flipping the camera up. Yeah. Yeah.
It almost looks like you really took that image.
Yeah. Yeah, that image search on the internet works pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. That's very nice. Yeah, and the fog and how that plays in is completely different just by changing the perspective. The light hits different. Yeah, just amazing. It's just you turn a little bit and completely different image.
What time of day was this?
This was about 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And me and a friend of mine, we went to a place along the shore. Because we were specifically looking for fog, and it wasn't enough snow down that way, and the temperature didn't get up that high.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to go to work, so after I dropped her off, as soon as I started driving back home, the temperature was going up, and I said, I know where I can get something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, you got that hill where everything kind of meets.
Yep.
Very nice. Oh, okay, this is a little bit different perspective. You had an image kind of in this same general area. Just is it at that same place, right?
At that same place, except it's out on where those seagulls were. There's right along the edge of the lip there, just before you dive into the Long Island Sound.
Mm-hmm.
There's this little area. Just reminded me of something with a little eye, the way it was. I don't know, it drew me in. So.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. You got similar. There's a kind of symmetry of shapes. I mean, it's kind of general. You got this in the middle, and then the sun itself and the clouds is kind of similar. And then you got the island itself. Yeah.
I like the blue the small blue above the sun. That
Mm-hmm.
really looks nice.
A little bit of clear sky that's blue, and then the green in the foreground is nice too. It's got
No,
nice.
I don't like that. I just like the blue.
Fine. I like blue ink.
But the water seems to have some kind of texture. I wonder why is that. Did you increase on clarity by any chance?
Not in the water, not that much. It was not the calmest of days, and I didn't have time to set up with any sort of filters or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I got what I got.
Yeah.
Now beneath there at the bottom, that's not actually the water. That's rock. Where it's not
Oh
green.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's
that's-
rock.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like you can't figure where water starts and rock ends. Towards the left hand side,
Mhm.
it's like really mixing together very well.
Yeah.
You just can't figure where rock stops and water starts.
Mm-hmm.
So were you surfing when you took it?
Yeah, I was actually. It was very slick. I didn't have my crampons on because like I said, it was around 0 degrees. So any water that was on these rocks was like ice,
Yeah.
and they're already slick as it is. So I was walking very slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was worth the effort. Nice shot.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
That's an old one I did
Mhm.
back with the Beaver Tail Lighthouse, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Wow.
This was a crappy day. I went there for the weather forecast was all wrong, and we had this low-hanging fog, and light was horrible. But I hung around, and
Mhm.
things started to get better. So I got some shots out of it.
Yeah. No, this is.
This is an amazing shot. This is a shot you don't get every day, kind of.
Yeah. The light is pretty good. The texture in here is great with these lichens or moss or whatever this is in the rocks. 8-second exposure, is that what I see? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the water is nicely blurred. It must have been relatively slow-moving water because it's not completely blown out at 8
Like you can see its direction of flow, can't you? That's what I like with that one.
Yeah.
You can actually see the path it's taking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it kind of follows, right through. Yeah. Very nice, yeah. And it's nice having this rock in the foreground. Tripod? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Was it handheld?
And this one, yeah, this one
The
was with
tripod was handheld.
7,000.
Yeah.
Sammy, so what's your impression of going from a 7,000 to a 750?
Go on, John.
7,000 is a better camera, right?
For me, I don't know. I just love it. It's it just seems to, I don't know what it is, but there's an extra oomph to the actual photographs. I can't put my finger on it. The one thing I have noticed though is that the depth of field is a lot harder in landscapes. It's easier to get a better, greater depth of field with the crop sensor. Like there's some stuff that I could get away with before that I have to work, or sometimes there was one image I had to take 2 images and stack them together in order to get everything sharp.
So you're saying it slows you down a little bit?
I think I was going in that direction anyway.
Yeah. I know with shooting with the larger formats, that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
The larger the camera, the more, and not physically, but the larger the format, you're definitely slowing down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I think I was already on that path because I'm trying to be more deliberate about everything I do right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the screen, though, this flip-out screen helps a lot because sometimes I try to take angles not at eye level, but either higher than myself or lower.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And then I can use that screen. I can just tilt it up, tilt it down without having to get on my knees or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest benefits. The T3i has the tilt screen, and as does the OMD. And yeah, if you're doing a low angle shot, you can set it up, and then you just don't. Yeah, you don't have to lay on the ground. You can kneel and actually look down without contorting yourself too much.
Mm-hmm.
What the shot's going to
Yeah,
be.
that's one thing I wish my camera had was the articulated screen.
Yeah.
And I don't know. For me, I think even though you see the same thing when you look through the viewfinder, but for some reason when I see it on the back of the screen, I notice more things than not. When I look through the viewfinder, sometimes I'll miss something on the sides of the frame, but I won't miss it if it's on the view screen.
Mm.
Got it.
That's interesting because I'm finding that now with my with the OM is I've been using the screen more than the viewfinder, and I think you hit on something that you do notice more detail using the screen, kind of live view or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Because I very rarely, I mean, I had live view on my DSLR, but I very rarely used it. I just always was going through the viewfinder, and now I'm probably like 50-50 with the Olympus, and I'm getting to the point where I think I always like the viewfinder, even if it is a digital viewfinder, but having that screen is nice. It really is.
It's like you're looking at a little picture, I think. So you're using both eyes, and it's like
you're using both. I think that's the key because you're using both eyes. You're not kind of squinting or looking through just one eye.
It happens with me as well. Like if I take a photograph through viewfinder, and when I see it on my computer screen, I get to see the whole picture. So yeah, I can relate to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I think that the using the screen, I think, is part of the benefits. Probably because you're looking at it with 2 eyes instead of just one. Because you get the full benefit. Because we all have one eye's better than another, and I mean I don't know if we generally use our best eye looking through the viewfinder or not. But when we're looking at a screen, then you've got both eyes working together, and I think it makes a difference.
Yeah, I know I don't.
More.
My left eye, I'm almost legally blind on my left. Not because it's darker, it's just because it's so darn blurry. I think my prescription is like 2,500. It's really incredibly blurry, but that's my preferred eye to use.
So do you have like an 8 diopter adjustment on the Pentax?
Yeah, it's like looking through a Coke bottle. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. No, I use my glasses when I look through my viewfinder.
Yeah. See, that's...
The other thing that's nice about that 750, the 7000's got very nice dynamic range, but this 750 is like crazy. That scene that was at the beach there was insane, And I know if I had taken the same picture with the 7000, I'd have to clean up a lot.
Mm-hmm. You just got a little bit more latitude, yeah.
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 Clean up a lot? What do you mean?
That was annoying. It certain areas, like if you get your, even when you get your exposure right, you would still see a lot of noise in the dark areas for the 7000, at least on my copy. And so a lot of times I would overcompensate.
Yeah, you fix that, and that ends up invariably changing something else that you didn't want changed. Yeah.
And then you'd have to either blend images or do a lot more,
or just pick on the lesser of two evils kind of thing. Okay, well, if I do this, I get this. I don't want to do that. I got to do this. Yeah. Yeah.
750 is like a very perfect DSLR, very well priced and does everything, good speed, good image size, everything perfect. So it's like really good.
So far,
Pretty
so
much
good.
anybody. Yeah.
I haven't been plagued with this this thing going around saying about the whole reflection.
No, that's bullshit.
Reflection, whatever issue.
Yeah.
And even if it did have it, it's like it's the way that they were describing. It's like, well, you just avoid it. I don't understand. I don't know what the big deal is. But
why can't you put a hood on your camera? Just
Yeah.
answer that.
Oh, they're
Why
saying
can't you
what, a
put a lens
reflection
on?
in what, the viewfinder or the screen?
Well, there's two things. There's like a flare issue, and then in that flare you can see the shadow of the, basically what it is. It's the autofocus mechanism that shows up on the sensor. So you see a dark band within that flare area.
Okay, I didn't know about the autofocus thing.
Huh.
Yeah, they're
That's
saying,
interesting.
well, some guys did some tests and they figured that it's coming, that band is coming from the from where the
Yeah,
focus
Nikon has
mechanism is.
admitted this time Nikon is handling it better than the last time, and they're like, okay, we're looking into the matter and we'll get back to you, kind of thing. Like, we'll come back with the solution or something like that. So,
Rather than just ignoring it, was it the 800 that had some issue? That-
Yep.
600,
They-
D600. I mean,
Yeah,
Both
they
of
just
them.
pretended it never existed.
Yeah, there was
oh yeah,
there were some other people who did some testing on several cameras, and they found that the flaring happens on a bunch of other ones, and some of the banding also. It's only full frame cameras, but not to the extent of the 750. And they think it's maybe because it's so shallow a depth where that they have that focus mechanism. Maybe there's not much leeway, but
Oh,
I don't know.
So they're safe. Their safety zone as far as margin for error is so narrow, and maybe they hit it on the wrong side. Maybe, who knows? Yeah.
I don't know. And I haven't found it, and the people who have found it, I mean, you tilt the camera maybe 2 degrees, if that, and it's not there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
they give these people one job and they don't do it properly. How nice.
Yeah.
Just make a good camera. That's what I told them, right?
Yeah.
Guys, make a good camera. And you're doing it for almost a century. Continue doing what you're doing, right?
Yes.
No, they had to do something each time.
Mess something up. Yeah.
Well, they did a good job on mine.
Oh,
There
good.
you go. All that matters.
Yeah.
I told them to take care of it. Like they knew, like, it's for one of the friends, so they took special care of your camera. I told them to do that.
Thank you, Raj. I appreciate it.
My
Yeah.
pleasure. My pleasure.
We all support each other here, whatever we need to do. Yeah. Well, cool. So, cool. Got some great images. I contributed nothing this week, as hopefully I'll have some stuff next week. I'm going out with the street photography group next Saturday. We were going to go out this Saturday, but it was 18 degrees at 8 o'clock yesterday morning and windy, so we didn't go out.
That's balmy.
Yeah, I know. We're wimps. The blood is getting thin down here. I was in Chicago, and 18 degrees is great. Yeah, no problem. No big deal. But that's probably equivalent to 0 up there, I guess, as far as what it feels like in relation to the rest of the year. But
Just dress in layers.
yeah, yep, that's exactly it. So how about you, Tim? You get out with any cameras here in the last month or so?
No, so the DSLR the dust was blown off for New Year's Eve.
Okay, good.
Well, and that was it. I've got to get a wide angle prime. The Nifty 50. I needed my super wide aperture because I was in low light, but it's awful in closed situations. You're just too on top of people. Canon's just launched a 22mm pancake lens for the crop sensor cameras for quite a reasonable price. I'm going to give that a go.
24.
Yeah, that's probably good. Do you have that one, Wes? Is that what you got, Wes?
Yeah, that's a 20. It's a 24. Yeah.
All right. Is it any good? I mixed opinions. When I've read up on it.
It's great for photography. It's a little bit slow on the focus. Is the only thing I notice about it.
Okay.
I heard
It's slower than my kit lens.
What was that, Frank?
I hear the 18 to 35 Sigma, the f1.8.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's like $800, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really expensive lens.
And the 22mm is what, 200 or so?
149.
Oh,
That's about 100 pounds.
That's a smoking deal. Yeah.
That's what I'm prepared to have a go with that lens rather than if it was £500, I'd have to have a serious think. But
See, the thing is with that, you could buy that, Tim, and if you absolutely hate it, you could probably sell it for $100.
Yeah.
That's
my favorite.
And you wouldn't be out very much. I wonder if there's any used examples of that out there yet. Maybe.
It's very new. I've been not long launched it.
Yeah.
Somebody that bought it and didn't like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do all you guys look at when you're looking for new equipment? Do you go to Fred Miranda? You guys ever go there?
No. I've never been there.
You need to go there. They have a huge buy-sell forum, and there are guys that go through so much equipment. That's how I got my OMD. They were selling it. It's been out of production. Well, not out of production, but it's a year and a half old, and its retail is like $7.99 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I got mine for $300. The guy had it for 4 months. Wanted to go to Sony or something. I got the thing for $300. It didn't have the little flash that comes with it. That's like $40. It didn't have that, and it didn't have the manual and the disc with the software.
Which you would have read.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I wouldn't have. I'm a guy. I don't read the manual anyway. So, so I got it, and the camera it might as well be mint. I told you guys it only had 5,000 shutter actuations on it, so it's essentially brand new.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I got my 15 to 85 lens for the EOS. I got that off a local guy here at Fred Miranda. I got it for half of what it was selling for new, and the guy had it for a few months and was switching. He was going from Canon to Nikon or something. He said, I got to sell my Canon stuff.
I don't know when people do that.
People do it all the time. They're switching back.
God, man, I've been tempted to jump over to Nikon. Because
it's a better brand, better cameras and all that.
It seems to have the edge when it comes to, for the couple of years I've left DSLR now, and I always say you'll find the kind of photography, what you use the camera for, and the one I constantly find myself in is low light battling with high ISOs, and my camera is awful at high ISO, so that was becoming a priority on the next camera, and Nikon always seems to have the edge, but apparently the 70 is fantastic. So Canon's caught up by the sounds of it.
Raj, Canon cameras are fine, but people who use Nikons are more intelligent. It's proven fact.
Oh,
scientifically proven fact.
Well, they have to be because their menu systems are so horribly designed.
Yeah, they have to figure out how to tilt the camera the extra 3 degrees to get rid of that flare on the sensor. Wow.
Now, Pentax users, there you go. Those are the guys who really know what they're doing.
And Olympus users, we're just out there on the bleeding edge.
It's those mirrorless users. It's those guys.
Olympus users are collector's item, If you get one, keep them. You don't get too many of them.
I've got a 40-year-old Olympus film camera right here. I'm actually thinking about doing a comparison. I would load up because this is a 35mm lens on this. It's a film camera, and I've got the 35mm equivalent on the OMD. So I might just take both cameras out and kind of do a side-by-side with black and white film or something.
Can you do that? Can you put your OM lenses on this one?
I don't
without.
I don't think so.
With,
I'd have to look at that. That's a good point. I'll have to look at that and see. But yeah, this is a 35 millimeter 2.8. So the 17 millimeter on the OMD is 1.8.
17 millimeter, yeah.
1.8. So I could just stop it down to 2.8, and I could just shoot side by side.
Yeah, Frank brings up a good point though, because I don't understand. I don't like any of the menu systems on any of the camera manufacturers. They're all pretty crappy compared to what we're used to on the phone side. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree there.
I
They're all
understand.
varying degrees of bad. You just which one do you?
Has anyone tried any of the Samsung cameras? Are they any good, menu-wise?
I haven't tried it.
But yeah, they use an Android style menu, don't they?
I think so.
No.
I haven't even touched one.
No, but they have like super fast touch screen, like an Android phone, and they have like 2-3 cameras which do have that for complete Android built into them. That means like you take a photograph and then you can immediately share it, you can live stream it and things like that. But most of them don't. But the menu they have are like really fluid and extremely fluid, but not very user friendly though. No one ever calls them user friendly or anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Never been a big fan of Samsung cameras myself. I don't know. I just seem they're more of a toy than anything else.
Yeah. Well, they've got
Reliability is not the internet. The internet really hates them.
Well, if it's on the internet, it must be true. We all know
Oh
that.
yeah, must be.
Yeah, internet, nothing wrong ever comes over the internet.
No, nothing.
No, absolutely. It's all true.
100% true. All right, guys. Great show. I think there's still a bit of time for me to watch the Broncos. Speaking of disgusting orange colors, hopefully they will win. I'll get some new images for next week. I know Simi's probably got a bunch of other ones just sitting, waiting to process and post up from his adventures out there in the winter wonderland that is Connecticut in January.
No adventures yet.
Okay, all right.
There might be some adventures tomorrow when the plumber gets here, but that's about it.
Oh, you can document that. Maybe you can get an interesting angle on the plumber at work. Oh,
A geyser?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Ask for a lady plumber, you know.
Ask for what?
Ask for a lady plumber so she can model.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if it was a lady plumber, she's not going to be great looking either.
No.
You get Bubba or Helga, your choice, whichever one. I don't mean to disparage plumbers. You guys perform a very valuable service.
No, Tiffany. Yeah.
Oh, they do. They do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully, Sammy, I'm hoping that your whatever they need to do tomorrow isn't that valuable in terms of draining the bank account, because plumbing is one of those things that could either be really little or really big in terms of what happens. So hopefully it's on the small side.
Yeah.
So
Crossing my fingers.
Okay, good.
You probably have
We don't want to see that 750 on Craigslist. Reason for selling plumbing issues. We don't want to see that. So.
I'm sure Raj will take it.
Yeah, Raj will
Yeah,
take it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
He'll trade it for one of his large format cameras. He'll give you one of those.
Yep, I'll give you one of. I'll pre-order. I'll take it as a pre-order for large format.
It's all centered around the pre-order. As long as we can pre-order, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Good show. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, everybody's got some images to post. I hope I do, and hope you guys do as well.
Yeah.
And go Broncos, I guess. For those of you that are into it. So, thanks everybody for showing up. Appreciate it.
Commercial.
Have a good night.
All right, take care, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.